Hi there, Aquarius. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's Anisa from the Inner Stereo. This is one of your love general messages as a general reading, so the roles might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down the description box below for a personal reading with me, okay? So Aquarius, in this reading, it's going to be a you versus them format. I'm going to be pulling a card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today and what their energy currently is like. And then your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Okay, Aquarius. This person's current energy, they have the Queen of Swords, they have the Ace of Cups, and they also have the Nine of Swords. Excuse me. I just feel that their energy right now is very much all over the place, and it's kind of like quite present with the present energy here with the Five of Pentacles and also the Knight of Wands, where there's a lot of things about this connection that stresses them out, but also at the same time, there are certain things within this connections that kind of like made them feel as if like, wow, like I actually love Aquarius. So it's like sometimes they're being very, very stubborn about like, you know what, I should stop thinking about this. I should stop thinking about Aquarius. I should stop putting effort into Aquarius because it's been causing me so much mental anguish. But then again, there's so many synchronicities. There's so many things that is happening around their life that kind of like makes them either misses you or maybe think about you. And those type of moments are such an endearing moments to them where it's like, oh my God, like I actually still have feelings for Aquarius. So I do feel that in regards to their energy here, there's a lot of like heart versus mind type of battle. But when the mind comes into play, the problem is when, especially when we get into the Nine of Swords, you might be dealing with somebody here because of this connection. It kind of like had made them sleep less or having like a little bit of a sleeping problems. And the problem with that is that when they are in this type of set of mental anguish, there's like a lot of assumptions going on within their mind as well that is based off of fear, right? So I do see this battle of them going back and forth, back and forth. Now, in the past, they have the Two of Swords and also the Nine of Wands. From your side, you have the Justice and you also have the Hermit. I feel that in the past, again, because you have both of Major Arcanas in here, and in Tarot, Major Arcana is indeed a big thing because it does talk about divine intervention. I do feel that in the past, there was a force, there was a push from the universe that led to you seeing things in a very logical manner, in a way that you are very balanced in you judging things. Okay, you weigh the pros and cons. You weigh in like whether or not should you be investing into this and everything like that. I feel that in the past there was a lot of force and a lot of push from the universe so that you could recognize yourself better. And I feel that this was the type of energy that they didn't recognize from you before. Prior to the force of the universe and force of the divine of pushing you to be that way, I feel that you were a different type of person. But because, again, the divine is really, really loving you and wanting to set your path forward, you're being pushed into this. And this is the type of energy that they were not accustomed to coming from you. I feel that in the past, you started to withdraw. I feel that in the past, there was like a lot of things that is happening and a lot of reflective moments to a point where you were starting to understand yourself a lot better. Okay. And because of that strength, a newfound strength that you had, it kind of like made their confidence level very low or decreasing, I would say, because they're not used to you putting them into evaluation. They're not used to you questioning whether this has been an equal give and take or not. They're not used to you doing that. So, and that in itself kind of like created some sort of a trust issues from this person. They have the Nine of Wands in here, okay? They're like, I really want to go forward with this with Aquarius because I really love Aquarius, but I feel that Aquarius here is choosing themselves rather than me or rather than the connection. So I'm not sure if I were to be putting more energy, more effort, more investment into these connections, would there be a guarantee that this is going to be something that is going to be fruitful for me? So that was the question that they were asking in the past. So now in the present moment, you have the moon card and you also have the 10 of swords. I do feel that the eclipses back to back that has happened, previously, has brought you some pain, but has also brought you some radical acceptance. Because the 10 of swords isn't entirely a bad card, because the 10 is the end of the numbers, and then after that you have 1. And especially in this 10 of swords of mine, you would see that there is a sunlight coming through. So it means that a new day has come. It's about you accepting, well, maybe I should lose this, maybe I should feel this pain, because a better one is going to come forward. A better life for me is going to come forward. But in regards to these connections, you have the moon card. You still have like a lot of questions inside of your head. A lot. You still feel that this relationship is somewhat of a mystery. And I feel that depending on the phases of the moon, maybe during the new moon and the full moon, you would feel this much more strongly, the pull towards this person. But I feel that you're much more in an acceptance phase of like, okay, I'm going to accept it as it is. If it's not for me, then it's not for me. Love shouldn't be this confusing. Love shouldn't be this stressful. Love shouldn't take me to this darkness. Love shouldn't be that way. Love shouldn't make me question my own self-worth. So in the present moment, this person is the 5 of Pentacles and also the Knight of Wands. They feel slightly rejected or abandoned. There's a disappointment here that they're feeling because you're not as welcoming as you once were. Okay. But I just feel that this person right now is, instead of like, okay, you know what, like this is, I feel this way and I'm just going to be abandoning this altogether. They see this as much of a challenge. Wow, interesting. Aquarius is actually an interesting being. How can I tame this beast? How can I conquer Aquarius? How can I approach Aquarius even better? Okay, if you're single and ready to mingle, I do feel that there's going to be a new love around the block for you in ways that you don't expect it, because you guys are focusing a lot more on that acceptance, and there's new love coming in your way. It's going to be, well, probably Aquarius or Leo, Aries or Sagittarius. Okay. Now, in the future, they have the Temperance and also the Death card. I do feel that in the future, they're going to be much more balanced within their energy, and we see some transformation. We see some changes happening here, but I also see the changes happening in you. You have the 9 of Cups, and then you also have the Queen of Wands. You're going to glow up. Your confidence level is going to be up the roof, and you are going to be feeding yourself with like a lot of self-love. So one of the biggest challenges within this connection is you have the Knight of Swords, and you also have the Star card. So the Star is an Aquarius card, especially if you guys are dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. You feel that this person is bound to attack you at all time. You feel that this person is hurting you a lot. And it has a lot to do with communication and how you see this connections wants to go forward, and how this person sees the connection, how it should go forward. That is the biggest challenges within this connection, okay? So now let's clarify them. Five of Pentacles clarified by the 4 of Wands, the Temperance, and also the 3 of Wands. This person right now is reminiscing a lot about the happy moment that you've both had shared. I don't see them leaving. I don't see them going anywhere. I just feel that this person right now is trying to balance out between, wow, like that time where everything was good between me and Aquarius, it was really, really endearing. Should I stay in there, or should I walk myself away from this? Now, some of them might also is planning to do something in Sagittarius season for you. We'll see. Let's clarify the Moon card here from your side. Yeah, you're much more at peace with your emotions. You're much more about that. You know what I mean? Like, you have conquered your fears. You have conquered your your triggers, you have conquered your wounds, you've become very much understanding about yourself and your attachment style as well. And I feel that again, because you have the Wheel of Fortune again here, it's the divine intervention, the divine or the universe is really pushing you to start understanding and learning more and more about yourself here by a lot. You're going to have like a lot of clarity, maybe not from this person, but it's much more about like the clarity from the conclusion that you've made to yourself. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands here. Hierophant, King of Pentacles, and also the Eight of Wands. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords. You are going to be at a place where you're starting to understand that unconditional love is equal to self-love. So the amount of love that I'm able to receive from someone is the amount of love that I'm giving towards myself. I feel that you're going to be putting like a lot of effort towards your self-love here. Okay. And there's also going to be a little bit of an understanding from your side about why is it that I've always had an unwavering devotions and loyalty towards people who are very selfish. You're going to notice that pattern. Like, why am I equating me having or carrying unwavering devotions and loyalty towards people who are selfish? Why am I equating that to love? It's not really love. Like, why do I have that pattern? Why do I have that type of attachment style? That is going to be something here that you're going to be realizing a lot more about yourself. Now, from their side, they have the Knight of Wands, clarified by the Hierophant, the King of Pentacles, and also the Eight of Wands. Especially if you guys are dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I do feel that in this present moment or in this week to come, you guys are going to be receiving some sort of communication from this person. But this type of communication is going to be a communication that is very direct, and it's going to be like, look, I want to have something with you. I want to have something solid. I want to have something tangible with you. But there is going to be like a little bit disappointment from your side. Why? Because at the base of it is still the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands energy is an energy of like, I'm feeling like this in the heat of the moment. This is what I want to be doing. And I'm going to be saying all of the type of the promises that I feel that I'm feeling right now. But there's no guarantee that they're going to be backing up with actions further down the line. Okay? Because Knight of Wands are like that, right? Like they come and go. They run around. They're all sorts of adventures. If things becomes interesting, if things become challenging, and etc., that's where they want to be putting their energy into. So I do see this person trying to like, or will try to like convince you like, yeah, you know what? This is what I want. I want commitment. I want this. I want this. Like, I see myself building a family with you. I'm going to be better for you, etc., etc., etc. But be careful about that, Aquarius, because I feel that that might lead to pain because the base energy is the Knight of Wands. So it might just be something that they are saying in the heat of the moment, but there's no guarantee that they would back it up with actions further down the line. We're going to see the future, okay? But just be careful about that. That's what I would say. Now let's clarify the Temperance from their side. Eight of Swords, Queen, King of Swords, and also the Nine of Pentacles. Let's see from your side, from their side with a Death card. Now, Aquarius. Temperance clarified by the Eight of Swords, the King of Swords, and also the Nine of Pentacles. But I just don't see anything wrong with the Nine of Cups energy. That's the problem, you see? In the future, they would see your energy of you focusing yourself is being selfish. You taking care on your own emotional well-being is being selfish. You having boundaries and knowing what makes you happy and what makes you not happy is being selfish. And I think it has a lot to do with how they use to love. You might be dealing with someone who is so used to sacrificing a part of themselves for love to a point where every time they meet people who wouldn't sacrifice something or a part of their life that is crucial for them as being, you don't love me enough because you're not willing to sacrifice that. You see? I see this person in the future just going to kind of like still hanging around there, but there's going to be like a little bit of a feeling from their side about like Aquarius just doesn't love me enough because they are caring about their work, they're caring about their finances, they're caring about their emotional well-being, they have boundaries, etc., etc. Aquarius just doesn't love me enough. Let's see. Let's clarify the Nine of Cups from your side. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Moon card, and also the... Yeah, but it's again what happened to you in the past. You should thank that, no matter, and in the present moment you should thank that, because no matter how painful it was, it gains you some sort of a very precious lesson that you are your own individuals, that you do have your own values, you have your own principles, and you're not going to allow yourself to be controlled. So you should thank that, because now you're able to maneuver and you're able to see, wow, like, you know, this thought is very triggering for me, but it's okay. You know, it's them, not me. They're saying certain type of things about me. It tells me more about themselves than it is about me. So you're very balanced, and I like it in your future. But again, like, this person sees your unwillingness to sacrifice something, your unwillingness to sacrifice a part of yourself as being selfish, because they're used to maybe people sacrificing a part of themselves to them, and they say like, okay, you love me because you sacrifice this, or because this person is used to sacrifice a part of themselves for other people, so they would equate that with love, and they see you unwilling to do that, and they'd be like, well, you don't love me that much because you're not willing to have or to put some sort of like a sacrifice from me. And the thing is that it's not a very small sacrifice. I feel that, especially with the Nine of Cups, it has a lot to do with you. It has a lot to do with your values, your principles, what you believe in, what you stand for. So you're gonna get very, very strong in the future, Aquarius, because again, a part of you kind of like still waits what comes around from the situation, but also like you can't keep it at the back of your head, because you feel that, you know what, like, now I'm in full control with my life, and I like who I've become. I like my present energy. I've gained so much confidence. I love myself even more and more each days, and you love that. And with the Death card here, clarify about the Lovers, the Knight of Swords, and also the Ace of Pentacles. I feel that this person is going to be at some point I feel that this person at some point is going to be communicating to you about what I said earlier about like, I don't feel that you love me that much. But at the end of it, I feel that the confusion that you guys are feeling is going to disappear, because once they communicate about the fact that, well, I feel that right now you're not interested in me anymore, Aquarius, because you're this and that. I feel that I feel unloved. I feel disrespected because of this and that, this and that. Because of that, those type of confusion is going to disappear. And I do feel that by the end of it, they are going to have like this Ace of Pentacles. So there's going to be a brand new beginning happening between you and this person. And it's going to stand on a firmer ground. It's not just an Ace of Swords or an Ace of Wands, but it's the Ace of Pentacles. So it's more about like a tangible, new beginning that is going to happen between the both of you that will not lead to you sacrificing a part of yourself, because you're going to come out with the Emperor here. You know what you want, you know exactly who you are, and that's a beautiful energy that I'm seeing here. I like your energy. I don't think you need any advice, but let's see. Let's pull some advice card for you here, Aquarius. Just beautiful. At the bottom of your deck, you have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, it's about you. Keep up with those boundaries of yours. Keep up with those boundaries of yours, what you've learned so far, because it's going to take you miles. Okay, but here you have the Ace of Cups, you have the Six of Wands, and you also have the King of Pentacles. I feel that there needs to be, from your side, you need to start finding the things that makes you happy, the small happy things in life. Like for me, like today, yeah, before I do this reading, I was taking a hot shower because I feel a little bit of a tightness in my shoulders. I've been playing tennis a lot. And when that hot shower hit me, I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. I was so grateful. And those are the small happy moments that you need to start finding in your life. Things to be grateful for. Maybe take a walk in the park. It's like, wow, it's a beautiful day. Thank you. Like, wow, like today I'm able to finish this task of mine. Wow, beautiful day. Thank you. Start being very grateful and start finding little joys in life, because I feel that that's going to help you get up, help your self-confidence, your self-esteem, and the energy or the vibrations in which you start manifesting things around your life here. I feel that you need to start taking care about other things, like maybe your pets, or maybe your plants, or maybe your children, or maybe your friends or your family. Find those little joyful moments in your life. It's going to be very, very good, especially coming up with the Emperor card here in the future. Okay, so I think that is it for my reading for you here, Aquarius. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye bye guys, have a great day. I love you.